Area overnight. It was a direct impact that injured more than 100 people. You see these apartments totally reduced to rubble, a bus there totally destroyed in the aftermath of this Iranian strike. These strikes have continued throughout the day. And here in Iran, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu speaking exclusively with Fox News about the situation. I asked him about that post from President Trump overnight. Take a listen.
If you want proof that Iran endangers the entire world, the last 48 hours have given it. In the last 48 hours, Iran targeted a civilian area. They're doing that as a mass murder weapon. Luckily, no one was killed, but that's due to luck, not their intention. Their intention is to murder civilians. Second, they fired on Jerusalem right next to the holy sites of the three monotheistic faiths. The Western Wall, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And by dint of a miracle again, none of them were hurt. But they were targeting the holy sites of the three major monotheistic religions. Third, they fired an intercontinental ballistic missile on Diego Garcia. That's 4,000 kilometers. I've been warning all the time. They have now the capacity to reach deep into Europe. They already have fired on a European country, Cyprus. They are putting everyone in their sights. And fourth, they're stopping a maritime international route, energy route, and trying to blackmail the entire world. What more proof do you need that this regime that threatens the entire world has to be stopped? Israel and the United States are working together for the entire world. And it's time to see the leaders of the rest of the countries join up. I'm happy to say that I can see some of them beginning to move in that direction, but more is needed. President Trump's call to have the international community confront this terrorist fanatic regime of zealots, that is a call not only for the security of America and the security of Israel, it's for the security of the entire world. And it's time for them to act.
Sir, what will your response be to this attack on Israeli civilians?
We're responding with great force, but not on civilians. We're going after the regime. We're going after the IRGC, this criminal gang, and we're going after them personally, their leaders, their installations, their economic assets. We're going after them very strongly.
What does victory look like in this campaign?
Well, we've defined two clear goals. One is to break completely their nuclear program, break completely their missile program, break completely their capacity to produce the components for both of these programs. We're well on our way on achieving it. We've also set a goal of creating conditions for the Iranian people to overthrow this tyranny that has tormented them and made life miserable and is making life miserable for the entire world. And I hope we achieve that too.
Overnight, President Trump said that if in 48 hours the Iranians don't open the Strait of Hormuz, that there will be strikes against the power grids in Iran. Will you participate in those strikes, and what do you think should happen next in this campaign?
I think President Trump knows exactly what he's doing, and whatever we do together, and as far as possible in confidence.
As the Prime Minister was leaving, I asked him about President Trump, and he talked about the great relationship that these two leaders have amid Operation Epic Fury. The operation has now entered week 4, and we do anticipate heavier strikes against the Iranian regime in the hours and days ahead. Guys?
So the Prime Minister said that he was hopeful that some of the other leaders of other countries are starting to line up and take this seriously about trying to open up the Strait of Hormuz and bring some order to Iran. Who do you think he was talking about there?
He's talking broadly about Gulf countries, and I spoke over the weekend with a different source who talked about the fact that Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Bahrain, they're looking at the attacks being launched against their countries by the Iranian regime with both drones and ballistic missiles, and they understand that the situation may have to change very quickly. And so there are conversations, we understand, according to our reporting behind the scenes, for these Gulf countries to possibly get more directly involved and take offensive action against the Iranian regime that is not only threatening their energy infrastructure, but also their civilian population. Guys?